The cameras are everywhere, watching you at the gym, at work, in class, at church, bars, backyard pools, in your living room, and where you sleep. We found cameras trained on homeowners watching television, unaware strangers were watching them at the same time. That's right, we found thousands of video cameras streaming directly to the internet 24/7 with no password, including at this daycare center. We found it on a Russian website.
What?
On a Russian website?
On a Russian website. Parents weren't happy to learn their babies and toddlers were part of an unintended reality show at the Growing Years in Burlington, North Carolina. That's a live view inside your child's daycare right now.
But you have like a password to log in.
Right. Well, we found out the web page requires a password, but the cameras themselves are broadcasting to the world.
That's pretty sickening.
Right. It's troubling.
It's supposed to be only for like us, the parents.
Why would this be concerning to you as a grandparent that anyone could see your grandchild?
Because it's like she can get kidnapped. Her picture can be all over any continent, and somebody could be looking for her.
Ironically, the parents and grandparents had to use a password on the daycare website, but complete strangers could see their children directly through the cameras streaming to the internet unprotected.
It's not any of my other classrooms, just the infant.
Just the infant, and here, I'll show you. The manager had no idea strangers were watching the kids online until we showed her the live stream, complete with an on-screen label making it easy for anyone to track down the daycare's location.
I'm definitely happy to address it with you. I'm not happy with you stopping my parents in the parking lot.
Well, I would be more concerned with the 3 cameras that are rolling inside the daycare to the world than the 1 camera out here. Minutes after we warned them, daycare workers pulled the plug on the cameras, protecting the kids from any more prying eyes. They weren't aware this was happening. But the idea that we found on a Russian website, an American daycare center, where someone can sit and watch these children and toddlers for whatever reason they'd want to, it's like deeply disturbing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of scary to think about that, and there are ways to prevent that.
We showed Jim Callahan of Ackerman Security the Russian website cataloging all of the unsecured cameras, and a similar app, both selling ads alongside views inside people's homes. A burglar can almost do online shopping using your cameras in your home.
I may even select the home predicated on the fact that it has cameras. Who has cameras? People who have something to protect. That's why homeowners got them in the first place, to provide protection.
Here's how it works. You take an off-the-shelf streaming camera, plug it in, and connect it to your home's password-protected Wi-Fi network, assuming it's now secure. But to make setup foolproof, some of these cameras come out of the box with either a default password everyone knows or no password at all. The attraction of these streaming cameras is you can keep an eye on your home while you're at work or on vacation. But setting up a camera like this to stream to the internet without encryption is worse than projecting what's inside your home on the outside. It's like inviting the entire world in to watch you, but you don't know who's watching. Like this Metro Atlanta home with 8 cameras trained on the front gate, the driveway, the garage, the patio, the kids' playset, the pool, and 2 children's bedrooms. We are intentionally blurring the photos and not showing any of the residents, but these cameras were featured on apps and websites for weeks. While the system was stuck on what appeared to be a teen girl's bedroom, the webcam viewer app registered 42 likes, eventually topping out at 47. Anyone, anywhere in the world, can view this teenage girl's bedroom, and is it disturbing to see there's so many likes that someone is actually pressing the like button?
The responsibility is yours to take the measures that can prevent this from opening a window into your home, now that you know.
Some do know and keep the cameras online anyway, like Georgia Tech. We found multiple tech classrooms and labs online without any protection and alerted the university. Georgia Tech responded the cameras are used for recruiting, and all of these cameras are located within publicly accessible spaces where no expectation of privacy exists.
And you are also allowing people who may have ill will to see who's in the classroom, to pick up on routines in that classroom, to understand, hey, there's a female in that classroom by herself.
The webcam viewer app is recording the tech classroom, saving snapshots every hour that someone could use to track a student's movements even back in time. We walked through the hallways inside the Georgia Tech building and could see what was behind the closed doors of the classrooms.
Or if I intend to do something with a firearm, I can see who and where they're positioned in the classroom before I even kick the door in. I think there's some measures that could be taken that would limit the type of access that's currently available.
Surprising, right? So how do you protect yourself? We have all the technical details for you on our website, 11alive.com. But Brendan says the first thing you should do is to make sure that your streaming cameras are password protected. A secure Wi-Fi network is simply not enough to keep out prying eyes. Also, he says, change the camera's default password because, as you heard, the 11 Alive investigators found the factory usernames and passwords for the most popular DIY cameras are all online.